Today, we're taking one of the most legendary train rides in America, the California Zephyr, from Chicago, Illinois, all the way to Emeryville, California, just north of San Francisco, or should I say, just across the bay from San Francisco. This is nearly 2,438 miles, one of the longest passenger rail journeys in the United States and considered by many rail fans to be the most scenic train ride in the country. And I am so excited. We're right in Union Station, Chicago, and we are heading out to our Amtrak train. We are in the first class as we have a roomette, and I'm very excited. So come along with me and let's go find our roomette. Then later, we're going to explore the dining car, the observation car, the tiny restrooms, the shower, the quiet moments, the landscapes that I'm sure are going to be breathtaking of the Midwest, the Rockies, the deserts, the canyons, and the Sierra Nevada, all on this rail journey experience. I am so excited, and I'm so glad you're with me. I'm going to pack this video full of details, tips, little known facts, how I experience it, and what I recommend going forward. So grab your coffee, grab your tea. We are climbing the stairs to find our roomette, and I am so excited. And I believe it's going to be our first one on our right. We've got our coffee station, our water, our rooms up there, it looks like. I am so excited. We are on the Amtrak, my friends. And since we're traveling in a roomette, we get access to the Metropolitan Lounge. So I have just spent the last hour inside of Amtrak's first class lounge, soft seating, charging outlets, luggage area, free snacks, fountain drinks, free coffee, clean restrooms. It's also where they gave us priority boarding. But right now we are checking out our roomette, and I am so excited. The pillows are already here. The seats are wide. The space is ours. The windows are full. We have a curtain door. We have a solid door. And look at this. This is my little step to step up. We've got a little closet here. We've got some clean face towels and washcloths, a couple of hangers. So we can tightly squeeze some different things in there. Very excited about that. And looks like a little trash can right under one of our seats. An armrest. And we've got some nice lighting. We have the air and heater vents, the loudspeakers so we can hear what's going on. I understand we can turn that off. And looky, we've got our bunk bed up here. And my top so if I pull that down, we have plenty of storage, big storage, little storage. Looks like we've got two mattresses. So one of these are going to pull down to the bed below. And this is going to hold me in so I don't fall out at night, because I am all about the top bunk tonight.
This extra cushion
so we've got two blankets.
And as you see, we have two big
so that's wonderful.
They're
all sealed up. We know they're fresh. They're clean. I've got a mirror. Hey, me.
All right.
So
let's put that up for now.
So we're going to push that back up for now. And I'm going to get comfy in these seats. We've got water bottles already waiting for us. We've got the curtain we can pull down. And here we go. We have, looks like a call button, a light switch, and
our room attendant, I believe his name is
some controls here. Looks like the same on this side. We can turn on the light so we can sit in the dark and read. And there's our one extension outlet. So we're going to plug that in later with all of our cords. We'll show you how that works and what travel extension cord I bring, so everything can fit in nicely. Hey, me! All right, so we've got our backpacks with us, and we let them check our luggage, and we are pulling out of the train, my friends. So I'm very excited about what this roomette offers us. And a few minutes before departure, the Amtrak employee gathered us all up, all of us going to the sleeping cars, and we walked down the long tunnel under the station and can already smell the classic mix of diesel, metal, and old train vibrations. I am so excited. We are going on Amtrak, my friends.
We thank you for choosing Amtrak. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, this is non-smoking train. So if you want to make your final destination, please respect others. And we thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so you heard it. If you're caught smoking on the train or vaping on the train, they will let you off at the next station. So I want to tell you, our train today is led by a pair of locomotives. We've got two of them and a set of Superliner double-decker cars, and we're in sleeper car 0531, and our roomette is number 2 on the upper level. Our car attendant, the porter, usually greets people at the door, but he just came in and introduced himself to us, and every sleeping car passenger has an attendant who handles the beds, assists with meals, or will bring the meals to you if you want to eat in your room, helps you with any luggage need or general help, general questions, answers, whatever you need. So, and ours is a wonderful young gentleman. He seems very, very happy that we're here and happy to help. On long trips, they are absolutely essential. Ours introduced himself by his name, confirmed our meals, what time we wanted them. There's 2 different times for dinner. Breakfast and lunch is just during that time period. Just make sure you don't miss it. And he also let us know that the coffee station was only available 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. and there is no tea. So the tea I can only get with breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or I can go to the cafe car and pay for it. So the staircase up to the second floor is very narrow, and the hallway is carpeted. So very excited about that. And roomettes, they do look small because they are small, but they are surprisingly efficient. You do get your privacy. You get 2 reclining seats facing each other, and at night they do convert into a lower bed, while that second bunk, like I showed you, it folds down from above, and it is pretty sturdy, so that's pretty nice. Some of the trains, depending upon which train you're on, some of them you have more of a roof up above you. This one looks like I can't sit up in bed, and I can tell you, after a couple nights up there, you cannot sit up in bed. But it's very, it works. You don't need to sit up in bed. You crawl up there, you lay down. You do have a light for reading. And the shelf folds out here in between the 2 seats for drinks. There's a couple of coat hooks, small trash can. One of the most valuable items on the entire train is our single electric outlet, which I'll show you that later. And yes, there is only one, so yes, you have to bring a power strip. So I just wanted to review all of the different basics for the train as we look through that guide there. There's also no bathroom in the roomette, which I think I prefer. The restroom, since we're in room number 2, it's almost catty-corner across from us, and I'll show you inside of there later, as well as the shower. And from our window, we can see the Chicago skyline, the switching yards, and other haul trains preparing to depart. So I'm so excited, want to show you around things. And hey, me! And our restroom, like I promised, it is small. I wanted to get in here before anybody used it or messed it up so we could video it for you. We've got the toilet paper there. The seat is small, but looky, we've got Kleenexes here, extra supplies. There are no cups here because you don't want to drink this water. There is water available on the train, but since we are first class in the roomettes, we have the water bottles. So that's really, really nice. And we actually departed exactly at time today, so I'm very excited. Exactly 1:59 hitting 2 p.m. it actually pulled out. The horn echoed, and off we go. So the train is soon going to cross the Chicago River, and it's going to go by the warehouses, suburbs, and eventually I'm told we're going to have open fields. It's relatively easy to walk through the train. You do feel like you are rocking back and forth a little bit, but the travel through the hall here is relatively effortless. I can say that. Our first stop is going to be Naperville, Illinois, 33 minutes after we pulled out of Chicago, and it's mostly a commuter stop, so I'm told that they're going to stop for like 2 minutes, and people will be lined up who are getting off, and people will be hopping on board quickly. They know the train, it stops briefly, so people jump on, jump off. So, and also through Illinois, we are going to have several different stops. We're going to have Princeton, Illinois, Mendota, Illinois, Galesburg, Illinois, and between Naperville and Princeton, we're going to pass cornfields, grain silos, small farm towns, and freight trains. Lots of them. Lots and lots of freight trains. The Zephyr shares tracks with BNSF Railway, one of the busiest freight corridors in the world. And I cannot get over, these halls are narrow. Now there's handles up there you can press, or I'm just bumping it with my foot on the little bottom square to open the doors to travel back and forth. Just getting a quick overview, and you see these doors are shut. So you can opt to shut your door, or you can just shut the curtain. And while you're sleeping, probably want to shut the other door so we don't hear everybody snoring. How's that sound? Little known fact, my friends. Here we are, back in the room. I put the pillows up top so they're not in our way, but we can always pull them back down. And here we are at our first stop. Like I promised, Naperville, Illinois. So, little known fact, freight trains legally have track priority over Amtrak on most U.S. railroads. This is one reason long-distance routes often run late for Amtrak. But guess why? Well, BNSF freight trains, they actually own the majority of the rails. So Amtrak does not own the rails. Therefore, passenger trains or Amtrak, we have to wait on them. So soon we're going to stop in Galesburg, which is a major railroad town and home to one of the largest freight yards in Illinois. And this is a nice little hook. I can hook up our coats, my purse, my bag, my backpack, whatever I want to hook in there. And this is the little handle that I can pull up to pull down our bed. And while we were waiting at the stop, I thought we would check that out. And I do want to show you our backpacks fit real nicely under the seat. It's amazing how much space is down here. That's the lever we'll pull to pull the seat out towards us. And we can hang up what we need anytime we want to. And there we go, my friends. We have some beautiful views coming in of the, what do we call them? Cornfields, grass fields, grain fields. Hey me! All right, just wanted to show you how walking through the halls, and see the water bottles up there behind me? Those are our water bottles. We can get those anytime we want, being in the roomettes. And we are in the viewing car. And I did want to show you, so excited, going over the river and the beautiful trussels that we're on, going over the incredible
You'll be here for
river.
a few days.
I don't know what it is, my friends, but seeing the landscape, seeing the view over the Chicago River or over any river is just beautiful. And the clouds, the sky, it just makes it that much more special for me. So I love that. Really love that.
Spend a few days in Chicago now.
I'm really fascinated with the trains and the freight trains, and to see the sky behind it, it just is a breathtaking, really exciting thing for me to share. And my friends, soon it is time for dinner, so I want to just soak in everything I can through the windows and enjoy this clickety-click, wonderful trip so far that we're having. And for dinner, my friends, we are going to be eating in the dining car. So that is coming up very soon. For dinner, we walk to the dining car. It's located between the sleepers and the observation lounge. Here's the menu. The meals are included for sleeping car customers. Tonight's menu includes the roasted chicken, salmon, or pasta, the beef signature flat iron steak, and meals are included for the sleeping car customers, as I mentioned. One thing I love is how the train just rocks gently as we eat. It feels like a dinner theater with a moving view. So if the train is full, you're going to be seated with strangers. And yes, ours, we were seated by someone else every night. So you get to introduce yourself, meet them, hear about their travels, hear about why they're on the trip, which is really interesting most times. So it's unexpectedly fun. So that's a great part of train travel. Now, during the night, we are going to be going through Iowa. Some of the stops that I will probably be sleeping through is the Burlington, Mount Pleasant, Ottumwa, Osceola, and Creston. And turning my light here, my air conditioner, and I've got my extension cord plugged in now. As you can see, I choose this one because I have many different plugs I can put in here. I've got 2 USB ports, 2 universal ports, as well as the 8 different things I can charge at one time. And I've got to tell you, I love going through here. The doors, when the train is going, you push the button to open the door. It doesn't open unless you push the button on the where your hand goes, or push it gently with your foot, kind of like kick it open, but it's a very gentle touch, and it'll open and you can walk between the cars. So we're going to be crossing the Mississippi River into Iowa at sunset, one of the best first day views, I'm told, and after that the world turns quiet with rolling farmland and distant towns flickering by as we roll across the tracks and sleep. And I did want to show you the dining car when it's not full. And when you're on a train, my friends, you can get steps. You can walk back and forth through the halls like I'm doing. It's important. Get up, stretch, get your exercise in, breathe, walk, take advantage of the scenery and the car. and enjoy out the window as much as you can. While you're at dinner, the porter will usually make your beds, or if you ask, he can wait until later to make the beds. Usually the last call is around 9 o'clock for him to do it for you. The top bunk has its own straps to keep you from rolling out. As I mentioned earlier, and I'll show you again, the bottom bunk is wider, but close to the wall, and the train does rock throughout the night. Some people love it, some struggle with it. I actually slept surprisingly well. The bumps and jostling did not bother me. And we're taking a look at the observation car, and I find it very hard to believe that it is really not being used. So the observation car, the chairs, some rock, some turn. They are quite comfortable, very cushy. Looks like some people have their chairs saved, which no, you can't really save a chair. That's not happening. And again, you can push the top or the bottom of the doors to just give it a quick little tap with your toe, quick little tap with your fingers, and the door will open. All right, we're going to walk back and we're going to check out the coach seats. As you can see, coach seats are very, very comfortable. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because I've already taken a couple of trips on coach. We're taking a couple of more trips on coach, and I want to let you know what it's like to sleep in coach overnight. Yes, you can do it, and you will not believe how inexpensive train travel is in coach versus in the Roomette. There's lighting that lights up after dark. The chairs are very comfortable, lots of room, space overhead for your backpacks or smaller luggage. And we're going to go downstairs again, show you some of the luggage space available here. Yes, you can take advantage of it. And restrooms. You got several restrooms here. In the Roomette car, the showers are there. Here is just a restroom that we're checking out that is in the coach class, asking you to clean up after yourself, please, please, please. And there's even a changing table for babies if you're traveling with the children as well. So again, relatively clean right now, very tight, very small, but again, very clean. The porters do clean it quite often, and they do ask that you clean up after yourself, obviously. So let's get off the train and actually look at the outside of our double-decker, beautiful Amtrak trains. I woke up just before 6 o'clock this morning, smelled that coffee start wafting through the air just after 5:30. And again, coffee is served from 6 to 11 in the sleeping car refreshment area, self-serve. If you want coffee outside of those area hours, the cafe car has it for sale any time of day. And when the train does stop in between places, it is nice to get out of the train car, walk a couple of steps, stretch your legs, get some fresh air, and don't miss breakfast. Breakfast is free for us in the Roomettes, and it's served in the dining car. I had French toast the first morning. The last morning I did have the Continental plates. I highly recommend the Continental. It actually comes with more food than you would think, and it is good. It is fresh fruits. You've got your oatmeal, you've got your cereal. It's really worth taking advantage of. And of course, the side of bacon or sausage. The sausage on the train is huge. I couldn't believe it. It's huge. And I do want to tell you, in the morning here, Nebraska is wide open country. You're going to see ranches, I'm told distant grain elevators, and once in a while, we do see deer. So very excited about that. And later we're going to be heading through the Colorado and the Rockies. And another look at the luggage and the coach seating down below. Heading up to see the coach seating up above. And again, it's just nice to give you a tour of the train. Look and see what is available. And I will tell you, between several of these stops, this place actually fills up. You wouldn't believe it, but coach seating from time to time is 100% full. And right now, yes, you are seeing it almost completely empty. Very, very surprised at that. So what are we going to see in Colorado? Well, we're going to have several different stops. There's going to be Fort Morgan, Denver, which is midday. It's a long stop. Fraser, which is Winter Park, Granby, Glenwood Springs, and Grand Junction. Now, before Denver, the scenery shifts. The mountains appear on the horizon. We usually arrive around late morning or early afternoon. Denver is a fresh air stop. You can step outside for a good 10-15 minutes, not worry about it. But I always request, please do not go far away from that train, because like I say, when it's pulling out, it's pulling out. It does not wait for anyone. They are not checking your name as you get off. They are not making sure you're on the train. When the train leaves, the train leaves. So it's going to have a couple of conductors outside. They're going to say all aboard if you're lucky, but you're going to hear that train toot. When that train toots, it's taking off, my friends. So get back on board. Don't be out there when it leaves. And look how comfy this seating is. So you can come up here, you can play a deck of cards, you can play with your crafts, whatever you want in the observation car, or down below in the cafe car. Just get a couple of drinks, get a sandwich, relax, lean back, enjoy yourself. So once we leave Denver here, the magic begins. The train will start climbing into the Front Range and enter the Moffett Tunnel, a 6-mile long, drilled straight under the Continental Divide. How exciting is that? Directly under the Continental Divide, that tunnel is drilled through the rock. And on the other side, pure Rocky Mountain beauty, I'm told. And you're going to see it in moments. You're going to see it in moments. Forests, cliffs, mountain streams, tiny towns, ski slopes, wildlife. Wildlife. Moose and bighorn sheep are not uncommon. And look at the train. Woot woot. And the observation car does not disappoint. So you have got to be here when we start leaving Denver. And we are here. And I'm going to take a quick run back to the room. I'm going to grab me a water bottle, maybe a coffee if I can get it. And we're going right back to the observation car. The California Zephyr runs through Glenwood Canyon, one of the most beautiful stretches of track in all of America. Sheer rock walls tower above the Colorado River. Rafters often wave as the train passes. Very exciting.
Is this where we can get on?
Look at that mountain. Look at that mountain, my friend. The view is spectacular. I wish you could see this through my eyes instead of through my camera lens. Look at these mountain peaks covered in snow. This is truly God's country. And here we are with the Colorado River. My friends, we are going to be interrupted to go to lunch during the Colorado River. But this is gorgeous, and I'm going to try and keep you posted while we eat. Stunning countryside. got to absorb it all in.
The traffic was just explosive.
Beautiful country. So we are
And it was really
day
tough.
2, my friends, and we're looking at dinner. We're looking at an evening in Utah. So where are the stops in Utah? Green River, Utah, Helper, Utah, Provo, Utah, and guess what? Late evening, late, is going to be Salt Lake City. Dinner is going to be served as the red rocks of Utah glow in the golden hour. Tonight, I hope, is going to be peaceful. The landscape will be wide open, and you can see trains miles away. I am told we're going to hit Salt Lake City around 11 p.m., and many passengers will sleep through this stop. We will see what I do. Am I sleeping through this stop or not? And we are winding and weaving in and around the Colorado River. Look at this breathtaking country. And look at that tunnel for the cars. Look at that interstate. Look at that interstate. All right, bucket list, y'all. I'm seeing it by train. I want to drive it by car. Look at that bucket list. Colorado River. And the steps can be steep, so when you're carrying a coffee or two or a meal or two, just watch your step and come on back home to our welcoming roomette waiting for us. And I'm going to take you through a couple of these rooms, couple of these roomettes. I want to show you around the train. And this is the family room at the back of our, I believe it's room number 10, 9 or 10. It's the back family room. And this fits 2 adults, 2 children. We've got 2 bunks up top. The beds convert into 2 beds. So it's tight, but it'll fit a family of 4. And looky, we are stretching our legs. Looks like a couple of people getting on, couple of people getting off. I don't want to walk too far away from the train, so there's not a whole lot of things to see outside. But it is cool, feels great. Taking a look at my sleek train and our stairs that they set up for us every time we stop. And we are in 532. The sleeping car, Amtrak. Okay, and I'm going to hop back on board and let me show you the shower. Well, everybody is out. This bucket is full of soap bars. Hey, me! Ah, you see my sunglasses are still sunglasses. All right, and this is our shower stall. Looks like someone has left it a mess with their towel at the bottom. But we have a handheld shower. We've got a grab bar. Looks like a bar to put our wash rags and such. No shampoo, no conditioner. So I know some video guides have shown that there is shampoo and conditioner. Nope, not here, my friend. So bring your own shampoo, bring your own conditioner, and that way you won't be upset for not having it if you have hair like mine. Look at that church up there on the hill. Very cool. Love the water. Okay, here comes a boat. How relaxing is this? How beautiful is this? Awesome. I hope they catch a lot. Look at that, just drifting down the water. The paddles really just to keep you in the center of the river, I guess. Beautiful scenery, breathtaking. And the train is off again. Look at that freight train. We are hauling. And let me back up the camera here because not only is the train gorgeous, the area gorgeous, but look at these mountains. Look at these mountains, my friends. Look how tiny that van is over there. Train travel, y'all. It's all about it. You get to sightsee. Why train travel? Because you get to sightsee. You do not have to worry about the stress of driving. Everywhere you look is new and exciting and worth the trip, my friends. No stress. Hey, I can drink 24/7 when I'm on the train, right? Ha ha! Nope, can't do it. But, it's a thought. Staircases are narrow. Hold the handrail. If the train goes clickety-clack, you don't want to go splittity-splat, right? Breathtaking. And to see the sun on the side of this mountain. Look at those yellow trees. Fall, y'all. Hey, fall, spring, summer, winter, it's all right for train travel. It's all a good time for train travel. And the cities you pass, very cool. All right, time to say night-night. And if I haven't mentioned, the overnight to morning, we're in Nevada with Elko. You just saw the Winnemucca, and then to Reno. And we'll wake up to the long expanse of northern Nevada. Desert valleys, sagebrush, and trust me, that sagebrush, amazing! It's like 3-foot or 4-foot round balls. They're actually bushes that break off and just roll and roll and roll, no leaves left, across the desert. We see them on this train. Cattle. There's also cattle, lots of cattle. And long, uninterrupted stretches of track. Nevada is where time seems to stand still. And then we're going to hit Sierra Nevada. The stops are going to be Truckee, Colfax, Roseville, and Sacramento.
I've been eating it this way ever since.
We're going to be going through Donner Pass. So this actually might be the highlight of the entire trip. Climbing the Sierra Nevada toward Donner Pass. In winter, everything is blanketed in snow. So that would be cool. In summer, the forests are green and sunlit. That would be so incredibly cool. The Zephyr winds along steep cliffs and through snow sheds built in the 1800s. That's right. Structures dating back to the 1800s. These wooden structures once protected trains from deadly avalanches. So cool. After Truckee, we descend into the Sacramento Valley, orchards, fields, and glimpses of the American River. And my friends, you may wonder, why do I walk the halls so often? Well, I want to let you know that I walk the halls for breakfast, lunch, dinner, restrooms, showers, observation car, just checking out coach class, and stretching my legs. So I highly recommend it. And as people leave the train that were in the sleeper cars, the porters clean them out. So I did want to check them out, see if there were any differences to our room. But it does look like they all on this train look pretty much the same. And we are going to be arriving in Emeryville on our last day. But I do want to give you some Little known facts about the California Zephyr. Did you know the California Zephyr actually began service in 1949? And my friends, don't go anywhere because I want to show you Emeryville once we get there. The name Zephyr means a gentle breeze or west wind. That's cool. I like that. Long distance Amtrak trains average 50 to 79 miles per hour, much slower than European trains. And if you haven't been on a European train or many Amtraks, hit that subscribe button because I've got train travel coming up in Europe. I'm very excited to share. And crazy fact, my friends, the hand soap here, the foaming hand soap, it actually is very, very nice. So if you need some refreshing, go wash your hands. Just get up, take a trip, wash your hands in the bathroom. It's fresh, it smells good, and you'll feel better for getting up and walking around. And most delays on Amtrak are actually caused by freight traffic, weather, or track congestion. There's lots of places where we pull off the track and let other trains go by. The Zephyr crosses 7 states and 5 major mountain ranges and dozens of rivers. Many rail fans consider the Zephyr the most beautiful route in North America. So before we get to Emeryville, I wanted to share some more fun facts. Did you know if the train ran nonstop at highway speeds, this trip would take only 35 hours, but with stops, freight delays, and mountains, it takes 52 hours for the train to arrive. An on-time arrival for the Zephyr historically hovers around 50%. Arriving early is very rare. The train uses Superliner double-decker cars originally designed in the 1970s, and the largest windows on any Amtrak train are on the Sightseer Lounge car, which we've shown you on this video, unique to Western routes. The route crosses 7 states: Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and California. The train goes through 47 tunnels on the Colorado and Sierra Nevada segments, and the longest tunnel on the route is the Moffat Tunnel, stretching 6.2 miles, where the conductor asks you not to open the doors as different toxic fumes could be in the tunnel that long, and we don't need to smell those. So the Zephyr does climb 9,239 feet above sea level near the Continental Divide. How cool is that? And we are at our last stop before Emeryville that you get to walk out of the train and enjoy yourself. So another quick breath, and we're back on board, walking through the observation car for another big enjoyment of the last scenery before we get to Emeryville. Did you know the modern Amtrak version began in 1983? And the Zephyr used to continue all the way into San Francisco before the Oakland Pier operations ended. Now we stop in Emeryville, and there's buses that will take us on to San Francisco. My trip, however, will take me by car over to Yellowstone. So hit that subscribe button because I have Yellowstone videos that I'll be posting soon as well. And the train, the California Zephyr, passes one of the busiest freight corridors in the world near Galesburg, Illinois. The Zephyr's sister trains were the Pioneer and the Desert Wind. They discontinued in the 1990s. And freight trains, we've seen some long ones, are 2 to 3 miles long, making passing delays very frequent. And hear me, my friends, we are at Emeryville. We've rolled through the Bay Cities, Richmond, Berkeley, and then, amazingly, we've arrived early into Emeryville, California. That is such a small percentage of time you're ever early. So that almost never happens on long-distance Amtrak routes. But Emeryville is the western terminus. From here, Amtrak offers a throughway bus to San Francisco, or you can stay and enjoy the East Bay. We're grabbing an Uber to a hotel and then making our way to Yellowstone in a rental car. So, my friends, after 2,400 miles, dozens of stops, meals, and breathtaking scenery, the California Zephyr lives up to its reputation as one of the greatest train trips in America. And I want you to hit that subscribe button because I have a separate video coming up talking about the food on the trains, whether to bring snacks or not, and what you might need, how to pack, and how to stay happy on our long trip. So, my friends, thanks again for joining me. Have a great day.